Beloved ones, have you ever stopped to think about the power that self-knowledge holds in our lives? Imagine for a moment that you have the ability to make better choices, to make decisions with confidence and, most importantly, to be guided by a clarity that comes from within you. Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers on the human psyche, deeply believed that knowing oneself was the key to a full life. When you truly know who you are, everything around you begins to align. No matter the situation, whether it's a career choice, a relationship, or a moment of personal crisis, self-knowledge illuminates the path ahead. Today, let's explore together how this deep understanding of oneself can change your life. We will talk about the process of individuation, a central concept in Jungian psychology, and how it can guide you in the search for your true purpose. Jung taught that we must integrate the different parts of ourselves, from the darkest to the brightest, in order to become a complete and authentic whole. This process, which can be challenging, is the key to true freedom and fulfillment. Through individuation, you can find your true potential, that path that resonates with your deepest essence and leads you to live with more meaning and purpose. By deeply knowing yourself, you begin to make decisions that are more aligned with who you truly are, instead of being shaped by external expectations. And this is what Jung teaches us. True freedom comes when we allow ourselves to be who we truly are, without the masks the world expects us to wear. Throughout this video, we will explore Jung's lessons on how to take control of your own life and free yourself from external influences that do not serve your true self. The first key to finding this clear and safe path lies in self-knowledge. So join me as we explore this journey of inner transformation together. Are you ready to discover who you truly are and how that can transform your reality? Let's begin this journey, because real magic happens when we truly know ourselves. As we begin to explore Carl Jung's powerful lessons, we see that the first key to achieving a life of clarity and fulfillment is knowing ourselves, without masks and without fear of facing our deepest essence. Jung knew that in order to truly free ourselves, we needed to stop being hostages to external expectations and the influences that shape us from an early age. Self-knowledge is not just about reflecting on who we are, but about the courage to look at the darkest parts of our psyche and integrate them into our lives in a healthy and conscious way. Jung teaches us that society constantly demands that we be one way or another, and often external pressure leads us to ignore who we really are. But to find our true potential, we need to dare to be who we are, without fear of failure or of not meeting other people's expectations. Self-knowledge leads us on the journey of individuation, a deeply transformative process that allows us to integrate the diverse parts of our personality. This integration brings balance and enables us to live a more authentic life, where we make decisions aligned with our deepest being. The second powerful lesson from Jung is about not letting others define us. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. The great question here is, do you know who you are? Or do you constantly live reacting to the demands of the world, without having the clarity of who you truly are? Jung believed that we all have the right to shape our own identity, without the imposition of labels or preconceived ideas. The individuation process, therefore, is a path of self-discovery that allows us to understand not only what others think of us, but, more importantly, who we decide to be. If you've ever felt the pressure to be something you're not, to shape yourself to fit other people's expectations, you know how exhausting that can be and, in the end, unsatisfying. That kind of life is a life of running away from who we truly are. In seeking self-knowledge, Jung reminds us that we can regain our authenticity and, in doing so, live life in a more powerful way and without regrets. If you can understand yourself, you can begin to take the reins of your life and no longer be driven by opinions or external expectations. By facing what lies behind our actions, passions, and reactions, we can heal old traumas, fears, and frustrations. Jung believed that to overcome these shadows, we need to face them head-on, without running away. Instead of repressing our emotions and desires, we can learn to accept them, understand them, and thus release them. This is the path to finding a deeper purpose, to connect with what truly moves us, and to live a more balanced and fulfilled life. Beloved ones, as we move forward in our journey of self-knowledge through Carl Jung's lessons, we arrive at the third transformative key: the importance of understanding our passions and integrating them into our lives in a healthy way. Jung believed that self-knowledge would not be complete without confronting our deepest passions, those we often repress out of fear or shame. These passions, when well-directed, can become powerful sources of personal growth, but when ignored, they can manifest in destructive ways. Jung teaches us that we cannot simply avoid or ignore our most intense passions, whether they are creative, sexual, or any other deep desire that arises in our psyche. When we run from what disturbs us or makes us uncomfortable, these passions continue to accumulate, affecting our behavior and our ability to make conscious decisions. It is necessary, then, to face these parts of ourselves with courage. Only when we dare to face our fears, traumas, and repressed desires can we free ourselves from them, and that is exactly what allows us to reach our true potential. But how can we integrate these passions into our lives in a constructive way? The key lies in practicing introspection. Jung suggested that using a journal, analyzing our dreams, and reflecting on our emotions can help us uncover these hidden parts of our psyche. When we allow ourselves to understand what truly motivates us, we can channel that energy into something creative, productive, and transformative. If, for example, we are afraid of expressing ourselves or were repressed in our childhood, we can begin to take small steps to overcome those fears and unlock our hidden potential, whether through activities like public speaking, writing, or creating art. Next, Jung reminds us of the importance of focusing on who we truly want to become. We are not what happened to us, but rather what we choose to become. This is a profound and liberating truth. We are the creators of our own story. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. What matters is what we decide to do now, to integrate all aspects of our psyche and live in harmony with our truest self. Through individuation, we can transform the immature aspects of our personality into powerful strengths that help us grow, learn, and ultimately reach our purpose. Finally, Jung emphasizes the importance of freeing ourselves from addictions and the idealization of a perfect life. Unrealistic idealisms or addictions, whether to substances or to expectations about life, distance us from reality and from the possibility of true transformation. If we let go of the constant pursuit of perfection or escapism, we can face life head-on with courage and clarity and begin to take concrete actions to live a life that truly resonates with who we are. This is the path to achieving our true potential and transforming our reality. As we continue to explore Jung's lessons, remember that self-knowledge is a continuous process, a journey that never truly ends. Along the way, challenges will arise, but each one is an opportunity to know ourselves even more deeply and to integrate the parts of us that need healing. I invite you to reflect on these lessons and to commit to start living your truth, to seek your genuine potential, and to allow your most authentic self to manifest in the world. What is the first action you will take to begin this journey of self-discovery? Write it in the comments and share your commitment with us. Let's grow together.